Tricked into a series of harrowing experiments, you, yes you, dear viewer, have changed. You've become, oh god, hideous and malformed and... what's that? Oh, you've always looked that way. Oh, I'm so sorry. What you've lost in mental stability, you've gained in mental power. You can reconstruct your own biology with a thought from your big, wrinkly brain. New traits, new feelings, new genetics. But the problem with brain is that brains sometimes not cooperate. Distractions, subconscious thoughts, and suddenly the powers that change your biology might accidentally do a bad thing. The bad thing in this case being incurable mega cancer. But if you were to use your big brain to continue the experiments, understand how the powers work and apply them to yourself using your own powers, you might find a way to overcome your weakness. And maybe you could use your big brain to get revenge on the people that did this in the first place. I mean, come on, you're the smartest person in the room. Be easy enough to manipulate others, enforce their loyalty, and make a squad of super-powered villainous sidekicks. But on Casino Planet, gambling is king. Factions, xenotypes, threats, weapons, loot, you name it, it is random. And most importantly, of course, the powers. From the randomness, we build unique, weird villains, not from popular culture or cliche. Oh, here's a bloke with claws and regeneration. No thanks. Give me a totally silent elephant assassin. I want a mantis with unbelievable chef powers. We build a squad of brainwashed superpowered freaks, survive the cleanup squads trying to cover up their dodgy experiments, and eventually try and bring the world under our control. The calm, orderly, villainous rule. Now, in my expert opinion, don't argue, there is a beautiful middle ground for every Rimworld playthrough that exists somewhere between underprepared and overprepared. We want to be in that nice, juicy central ground. So, we're going to embrace a few things that make random Rimworld randomly quite appealing. Firstly, of course, we're going to use Map Designer here to generate a random map. This only applies to our home base. This could be a total mess. Our storyteller will be Winston Waves on mystery mode. This means random factions, random raids, random modifiers, and random rewards. And you know, I'm really feeling a random planet with random settings. And oh, by the way, random factions with random xenotypes. Okay, that's a weird one. We can work with it. Sometimes with random biomes and random biome distribution, we might not get any of the biomes that we know and love. No temperate forests, as apparently it is this time. And of course, we go random site. Right there. What the fuck is that? Oh no, what is that? How's this for a really crazy idea for the ideology? Why don't we hit the randomize button? Agnostic. And then why don't we hit the randomize button? Oh, overall impact 7. Don't say that. Traders, artists, flesh crafting. Through extreme biological experimentation, we may unlock hidden potential. Bro, that's the whole point of the series. Sorry, is this connected to my microphone? Artist kind of makes sense when you think about it, because villains need costumes, they need a brand, they need a motif, flesh crafting to get the powers, and trader, we do it by any means necessary. No matter what the cost, boom. Fleshcraft modification. That's terrible. Oh no. When we reform the ideology because we're fluid, we might re-roll that. Leader is the director. The merchant is the respectable shopkeeper. I like that a lot. And then what else have we got in terms of relics? Okay. The rifle of art. The greedy mercy. Some sort of sword. And then is that a whip? You, a random person on a random world and a random place, have been imbued with random abilities. All that you've been left is an assortment of random boxes containing random things. But you never asked for this. They kidnapped you. Told you it was a safe procedure, and now you've been left with horrible mutations that you can barely control. They must pay. They'll all pay. There we have it. The only thing I have control of in the entire situation, F. A total blank slate of a character, manipulative, charismatic, and vengeful. With arcane nodules drilled directly into their brain, giving them whatever horrendous things they've got going for them. And the only control we have in this entire random series is going to be our character's genes. We have Incorporate, which allows us to incorporate genes from any downed character. We have super adaptive biology, allowing them to randomize their traits whenever we want. And finally, cell stability pandemonium for the final Arco trait here, the final injected thing that gives them all sorts of illnesses, diseases, and horrifying side effects. And they're also fragile, which means if you punch them, they take a little longer to get back on their feet. Just a simple little fella that can go in any direction the game pushes us. Oh good, what does that mean? Arco Gacha Banner Refresh. Dear creature, a series of new Arco Gacha banners have become available. What? Please go to a comms console to find out more. No, I think the first thing we're going to do is explore this enormous vault and figure out what's going on. Here alone and cold, apparently, with nothing but brain power going for us. So we're going to take this carefully, slowly. We're gonna come to learn our new, I guess this is going to be our home, the base of our superhero guild. Oh! A brainwashing chair, you say? That's a very handy thing to find when you're going to start a league of villains. I don't care how convincing you are. If a bunch of chaotic do-gooders turn up at your front door, it might be quite hard to convince them to get into the gene machine and join your side. What is this? Loot boxes. Oh, no. And it begins. I guess we'll explore all the doors that aren't blocked off yet, but we do need to find the outside at some point. Hello. Ancient laboratory casket contains bragsite. Oh my god, we've got 2 starting people. And bruh. Archite capsule containment. Candidate crypto sleep casket contains George. That one we can apparently crack open too. It looks like that one's open. Oh, I see. It's like glass looking through into it. George, I'm going to need you to hold that thought. Here we go. Got a load of gowns. I think as an experiment, though, we do start with a gown. It's quite chilly in this vault, so if we could find some actual other clothes as well, that'd be pretty fantastic. Ooh, hydroponics. Okay, cool. That's quite handy to have, especially if we never find the outside, which at the rate we're going, we might not. Let's get these cracked open. Mr. Big Brain should take no time at all doing these. Ancient pipeline junction leads to more chem fuel, if I'm not mistaken. Got gene loot boxes. That would be good. Also a fantastic name for potentially a villain on our squad. I mean, come on, they've got to have code names, right? I think F will probably take a code name depending on... Maybe we just stick with F. Dr. F. Professor F. Right now, though, it's F for food. I'd like to find... Ooh, the outdoors. What the hell is this biome? Oh, what the hell is going on out here? There's a big old snail. There's 2 big old snails. There is a tree covered in cake. I mean, I did ask for food and I didn't specify what, so I guess we'll take this. What is this biome? Okay, we seem to be totally isolated in some sort of... what is this? Tar pit. Filled with what I can only assume is some sort of biblically accurate rhino. What is going on? Boom, snake, wolf, bear. There's probably a thin stretch of mountain somewhere leading to the outside world, I would hope. What is that? Very high value loot box. Okay. Let's open up the rest of the base, see what we've got to work with, and then we'll start hauling some stuff indoors. I quite like... Oh, no. Successfully open the locked hinge. Okay, so there's the second floor. 2-floor base, though, is pretty fun, though, no? And then we've got Chaotic Archotech Fate Manipulator. An anomaly of shifting patterns. When activated, it forces 3 completely random events, good, bad, or absurd, unleashing raw, unpredictable fate in a rapid succession. But Sarg, you broke my game. Nuh-uh, it was the Archotechs. It's always the Archotechs. It's my excuse. I assure you, dear viewer, 100 mods added mid-series doesn't break the game. Rusted hospital bed. Okay, so we've got something... And then the final room, pneumatic tube launch port. Oh, yeah, right. We can put random stuff in that and it'll send random stuff back of equivalent value. That seems to be quite appropriate for the series. And then the rest of the vault. And if F crawled out of there, imagine what other horrors might be down below. I think we'll leave that for now. Okay, so we've got a repurposed electric chair with restraints designed for brainwashing. Place the brainwash chair facing a television, select your prisoner, and choose the brainwash option. Okay, the resistances and will be broken. Well, that's very good, because we conveniently started with both of those. Wow. What are the chances? I guess we'll turn this room into the brainwash room, given that it doesn't have anything else going for it. And I mean, there are 4 lights. Yeah, am I right? What do you mean you don't understand that because you're not 50 years old? Ooh. We also got experience in planting. What, for hacking a pipeline junction? Listen, I mean, it's supposed to be random. I don't think it's supposed to be that random. Towing area is a pretty solid idea. Yeah, I'm going to let you do that while I talk about some other things we got going on here. Firstly, you might have noticed the cosmetic tab, because what's important to a villain? Their costume. A lot of people have been asking me to use this mod for a while, and this allows you to set up a cosmetic-only costume for your people. So I'll have actual armor, clothes, whatever it happens to be underneath a costume, effectively. That way we can maximize our villains' outfits without compromising on defense and safety. Because I think this might be quite difficult. 59 meals plus shelves and shelves of other meals too. I don't think we've got a rush. Let's have a lovely nap. Go gather up some of the things from the outside, and then... I guess we'll consider maybe waking up some friends. I don't know if they're going to start as our faction. I don't know what's going to pop out, if they're going to be random xenotypes. Kind of the whole point of the series is I've given control away, and now I'm freaking out. What are these? Oh, high-value loot boxes. Oh, look here as well. Fate manipulators. Let's see if there are any more of those out on the map. There should be. Aha, one of each. Perfect. I won't lie, I don't know if I'm really feeling the urge to roll that one. A brooding construct that channels misfortune. Its activation guarantees a negative event, accidents, threats, and ominous omens, twisting probability towards suffering. Why would anyone use this? There's a 15% chance of an Archotech boon. Ooh. Boons have positive effects that can't be acquired otherwise. Is that something you want to wait for when the colony is more established? That affects the many rather than just the one. I don't know if I want to wake these people up. George, bruh, and Bragsite. I mean, I could roll a dice. We could number them 1, 2, and 3, and I could roll a dice and see which one we wake up. Left is gathering up all the terrifying loot crates, and before we crack open a Colton with the boys, I should probably show you the incredible isekai RPG skills mod that we have going here. So this will allow us the smallest amount of control over our characters. Because it's all well and good, and it's all funny having totally random stuff thrown at us all the time, until it stops being fun because we're screwed over by RNG. This just allows us a very small amount of control in what is frankly one of the best UIs I've ever seen in Rimworld. I don't know what witchcraft they've done for this. Through standard RPG stats, strength, vitality, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. You can kind of infer what these do. Strength is your melee damage, carry capacity, vitality for all your health related stuff, your regen, your toxic resistance, dexterity for movement related stuff, intelligence for research speed, learning speed, that type of thing. Wisdom is pretty cool because that affects mental break. I haven't seen it implemented like that, but that's a clever idea. And charisma for social related things, including arrest success, which actually might be relevant. Why do we start at level 23, rank C? Why do we have 207 XP? I couldn't begin to tell you. I also like that it gives us a summary of all of our stuff here. Obviously slightly cut off because of the dyslexia-friendly font mod that I run. And this is really cool. So how many points do I know that I have to spend? Oh, I don't have any. Otherwise, I'd be able to spend them. I understand. Fair enough. So these are ancient laboratory caskets, and this one is a candidate crypto casket. So are these people that have already been through the challenges, the trials, the tests, whatever happens down here. And then this is somebody who is yet to be transformed. I typed in roll a dice into DuckDuckGo, and we've gotten 3. I don't know if this is... I mean, it's probably the safest candidate, but probably the least useful. Hold on. Let's set up maybe some sort of, like, sleeping spot with a prisoner spot. Well, I haven't got any weapons, so I guess we'll just see what we end up with here. Hello there, George? Ooh. What the fuck? He's a fur. He's a wolfman. Hello, wolfman. Experiment joins George. Oh, the ideal patient known as George has emerged from a rusty crypto sleep casket wearing nothing but a thin patient gown. They immediately join your colony. George Wentworth is known as an ideal patient. Their body accepts every archite injection without risk of rejection, as though their cells were... What is this? As though their cells were made to adapt to genetic change. This makes them uniquely suited for their experiments. With advanced archite technology, in fact, they've already undergone a few experiments as before. Well, I mean, yeah, because he's a dog. He also suffers from something called hemocollapse syndrome. Their blood fails over time. Care and treatment can slow the disease, but it cannot be cured, and in the end, it will take their life. No! Oh, look at this. I've never seen this before. A rare and terminal disorder where the bone marrow gradually fails to produce vital hemogen components. He's got crippling bonitis. What is this? You're a werewolf. Shifter. Are you actually a werewolf, or are you just a animal friend, animal walker? I don't think you can transform back. I think you are genuinely just a werewolf, huh? Growling voice, or just a, sorry, wolf man, I should say. Crazy. Okay. Oh, and this is what you've ended up with. Plasteel claws, masterful shooting, masterful mining. The werewolf with plasteel claws who's actually good at shooting. Huh. That is a bit of a... Yeah, that's a bit of a plot twist. In this episode, F gets a pet dog. I mean, I didn't expect it, but welcome aboard, I suppose. We're going to need a doctor. And unfortunately, the only doctor we've got is Dr. Werewolf over here. Damn, you're really good. Ideal patient, rank E. So is that to do with that? This individual is cast as a rank E, below average but not completely worthless. Oh, I'm going to have some S-rank villains by the end of this. Just you wait. I think the built-in ranking system comes from this one here. There you go. Apprentice, warrior. George, tend to... Well, George, if you could. Oh, and F has already got malaria. George, were you sick in that? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, you come and lie down then, fella. What does George believe in? The Legion of Animism. Animism as in anima, or animism as in animal? Or is that a silly question? Is that something we could cure with a healer mech serum? Is there some sort of power that might cure it? Wow. So we've got 2 guys hanging out, both of which are suffering from some horrendous side effects of their experiments. Oh, that's so nice. They got a bonding moment. In this case, it's 20 times cancer for F. Immunity gain speed down by 10%, which would suck. Say, I don't know, if you immediately got malaria off the bat. Okay, you're in safe hands. Pause. Okay, let's go and crack that open. Come on, bruh. Worst case scenario, we can just brainwash you, I suppose. I would say he's got those plasteel claws, but he doesn't care about using them. He's more interested in guns, which I like that. That's a nice twist. Like I said, nothing cliche here. Wolfman with claws, and that would be horribly boring. Very intelligent Dr. Beastman with claws. I wouldn't be... Oh, God. Is it fucking Moist Critical? What the hell is that? Elijah Bruh Campbell. Okay. Another incredibly... Well, you're good at social. Masterful social, Gene. Why are you so good at social? Kidnapped child gives +3. Ideal patient gives +3. They're all really nice people. Hello then, bro. What are you good at? You are anxious, right? Okay. And you are bulwark. Ooh. Our coats within this carrier's tissue reinforce cellular structures, reducing incoming damage by half. You're telling me we have this enormous, muscle-clad bodybuilder with impeccable riz, perfect conversational power, but then has anxiety. That is an incredible character. Called Bruh? Already the most memorable thing I've ever seen. Well, in that case, we got to crack open the last one as well. I guess this is our founding league of villains then. Hello. What is that? Bragsite. Lude Miller Bragsite. What are you, like a ghost? 69 years old. Oh, it's tiny grandma. Tiny little grandma. Oh, it's a dirt mole. Oh, okay. So a little underground, grey eyes. Okay, indoor dweller, dark vision. Little tiny dirt mole grandma. Oh, and she's got a Gorallan affinity. Whoa. An intense UV sensitivity with a Gorallan affinity is, something, yeah. Also fucking masterful social. Jesus. She's probably also a sniper, but sadly not too good at the shooting front. Fascinating. Granny just wants to tend to her plants, doesn't want to live underground anymore, but it makes her sick to do it. Wow, these are cool. I don't know if they'll be randomized in the starting save if you are playing along. I don't know if you'll also end up with George Brott and spooky underground grandma there. Have any side effects I need to know about? Bite scar? No. So it's only George that's sick, but George is apparently some sort of perfect patient that if we are going to experiment on, now might be the time. Bear in mind we are villains. Ambitious, manipulative villains who are willing to do whatever it takes for victory. You know, masterful, artistic flesh manipulation to get our vengeance. Maybe, I don't know, George dies and we suck up some of his stuff. Shy bodybuilder, gardening granny allergic to the sun, wolfman with apparently the lifespan of an actual wolf, and then F. Vengeful F. Now, I've played this mod before. I know what's lurking in the basement. Maybe they'll be our friends. Whatever potentially terrifying and deadly things are down there, and more importantly, we might want to go down there to grab some more genes. Oh, speaking of genes, wasn't there a gene crate here somewhere? Ancient gene pack crate? Well, I'm going to need you to put those muscle fibers to good use, my friend. Just to clarify, I don't think it makes him any stronger. I think it just makes him incredibly hard to kill. Yeah. We have a gene pack for elegant. Hello, what does that do? Oh, elegant makes you a lot more graceful. You move slower, but you gain a social impact. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the colony needs that. Weakest social character is a guy with 9 social and a double passion, and then our next weakest is 15. And that's the main character who's supposed to be crazy manipulative. You don't need your brainwashing. The other 3 could just peer pressure anybody into joining us. Hope we can find a way to cure George. George, I gotta see you through to the end, pal. Can somebody, you know what, bro, you should probably unseal this vault door. Because that way, if you go down there and things start kicking off, you can just kind of shrug it off a little bit. The guy's a real walking contradiction because he's actually got awful melee. Removes all passion melee -8, so he'd have to do a lot of training. He's just very tanky, but doesn't really like violence and maybe doesn't really like people. Avoids social situations, apparently. It's like the Hulk, but instead of raging out, he has to go and have a bubble bath. Oh, okay, here we go. Do you want to go down first? That's probably the safest bet. Hello? Okay. Well, the coast is clear so far. Very slowly send Brush to go and have a look around, but I don't want to go too crazy with this. We could move underground. It would be a lot safer moving maybe the whole base down here and saving the top floor as, I don't know. We could use that as workers. Not self-respecting villain is going to tend their own farms. Let's be realistic. I mean, not everybody we capture and recruit is going to be a super villain. Some people just aren't going to be suitable for that. So maybe the lower rank ones, they live upstairs and deal with that. And this can be our super secret basement. I wish we could get you some clothes. I'm sick of seeing your ass. I'd really love to retrofit this vault, keep its current design, but then fix it, you know? Like, fix all this stuff up. Keep this as a room for sitting in, but actually make it so they can sit in there. Put some entertainment or something. Oh, this seems vile. Okay, careful. Ruined splice frame uplink. Okay. Just some empty rooms for now. This is all fine. This is what we want to see. Ooh, okay. Ancient workshop. We can have clearance keycards for the different tiers of heroes. Maybe to get to the lab where we dispense the superpowers, you need the highest level of clearance that we keep on maybe F. I'd trust George with it. Yeah. Ha. Oh, what is this thing? Ancient Wonder Dock. Oh, hello. Mysterious ancient... I remember this thing. A mysterious ancient medical machine capable of performing wonder cycles that heal, reshape, or alter a patient in dramatic ways. So long neglected systems can malfunction, and the risk grows with every successful procedure. Technology is difficult to comprehend. This is a... Wait, can we cure you with this? Will heal all wounds, heal all permanent injuries, all missing body parts, including limbs. If a malfunction occurs, you receive a random illness, which may include carcinoma. Ooh. skill reformatting, time reversal to knock them back 10 years. It's like a very risky biosculptor pod. We could put F in there and cure all your scars. What a cool thing to find in the first base, huh? I guess it's possibly set up like that in the scenario. I have no idea. Maybe we just got super lucky, and that's a big part of the playthrough. Another ancient sun lamp. I could build underground granny and underground garden. Obviously, the best villains would deserve some sort of room of their own. Ooh. Splicing containment. I'd take a step back there, bruh. I'd leave that for now. I would say I'd send George down to back you up, but unless you got any guns to hand, unless you find a rifle down there, George is not particularly good with his very plastic claws. I mean, I'm sure it's better than nothing. Oh my god, there's another one! 2 in the same vault. Whoa. Maybe that is very lucky. Actually, where's the other one gone? I can't see it anymore. Oh, it's there. Right, I see. Amazing. We've got some more beds. Okay. Another sun lamp, so we can definitely work on that hospital. Can these be removed? They can't. So what we've got here is... what we've got. There's no expanding this base, but to be honest, would we really want to? That, I think, is the end of it. Okay, not bad. Obviously, we've got this big room in the middle, but we're not gonna risk waking up any friends. Well, maybe we should. Maybe they are friends. Here's my suggestion. Let's hold open all the doors between us and one of these kind little fellas, and let's wake them up and see if they are... Okay, they're not friends. Oh, bruh. Are you joking? Critical hit? I mean, what sort of luck is... Oh! Fuck off. Me and my big brain. Let's send down the guy who can take half damage for everybody else. Summon a guy. First attack in the entire game is a critical hit. Well, like I said, I'm putting in the Wonder Dot regrowth cycle then. That is fucked up. Please run. Just get out of the vault. George has heard murmuring from downstairs. He's heard the screaming from bruh. He's not going to help with his anxiety. Holy crap. Okay. I'm just going to hang out down there. George, we've got a side problem. Please escort him to the hospital. I am in awe that the first hit from the entire game was a critical hit that dissolved his arm and his jaw. That's insane. I mean, if that did 62% damage and this guy takes half damage, if that was anybody else, I mean, Jesus Christ, if I'd have sent Greenhouse Granny down there, she'd have been incinerated. Incidentally there, I might have just come up with your nickname. Not really going to strike fear into the hearts of our enemies though, is it? Here comes Greenhouse Granny. Well, I mean, you're going to have to go to her. She can't come outside. There you go, bruh. Good as new. Good as new. Yeah, he's not happy about that, understandably. Quite tired. Oh, and also he had his arm dissolved off. I'd be more upset about that, but you know best. I think we need a little positive RNG at this point. No, after the bruh situation. Where's the other loot boxes? Why don't you hold them over? What are you doing? Hold them over, George. George, you can do it. No path. What do you mean no path? Oh. Oh my god, wait. We can't get over the tar. And the vault walls are not only indestructible, they have no health. They also can't be deconstructed. We seem to be trapped until we build a bridge, I suppose. Can we build a bridge? Yes, regular bridge. Okay, so we can't build sandstone. Well, that's a problem. No way. This might be a game over. You just drown in the tar. You can't get off the island at all. Oh, no, hold on. We could dig. Oh, we could just dig a path over here. Hold on. It's fine. It's all right. We're safe. We're good. Any greenhouse, I've got a job for you. You're not just going to immediately collapse when you come out here, right? What does that do? Move speed is down by... Oh, is that all? It's just down by 20%. Oh, well, that's not bad at all. It makes you very, very, very upset. But other than that, you're fine. Oh, thank God. I was worried then the tar would run right the way under the mountain and we'd be trapped. We've also got an ancient mech. Could be pretty good to have some sort of supervillain with robots. 12% walk speed. George is going to be dead by the time he gets back. Oh, shit. It's going to bloody starve to death just going through the tar. Sorry about that, Big George. I appreciate it. You can see why they built a vault here. I mean, in terms of defense, it can't be beaten. I think as a troop, we've got to rip it, huh? F, this is for you, my friend, given that you might be dead by next episode. F to pay respects. I didn't even piece that together. That's good. Very high value loot box and elite crates containing exceptionally valuable or powerful items. I have very, very high hopes for this. Okay. Yes, it's high value. And to be fair, we've got the trader meme, so we might be able to do something with that. In fact, we have the trader meme. Not for long, though. You see, we've got the slight issue. George and Bruh are the same ideology. The Legion of Animism. What are you? Path of Hive Mind. Your Gestalt. You're cut off from the underground grandma hive mind? Okay. Maybe this is where we use some of that convincing skill to put them in the chair and maybe change their ideology. I mean, yeah, they're super high in social as well, but that doesn't necessarily make them manipulative or, more importantly, immune to other people. Like Zeb Brannigan is pretty charismatic, but I think also very easily manipulated. It's not like they cancel each other out or anything. Oh, God. The League of Orakuda has officially adopted Timberlords as their official ideology. You know what, that reminds me. We should probably have a look, see what the other factions are doing out here. The Patreons, amazing title. Hero, oh my god, they became the Hero Association. Executive producer, Space Tav. Wound Concord, a union of rough mutants. Their genetics are randomized at the game start. This is from the faction Xenotype randomized model. Look at that. There is stuff there. I wouldn't even be able to guess what it is. Your tribal nations consisting of mountain dwarfs, orcs, shifters, undead. 1% chance of warforged, whatever that is. Oh, this is cool. The snakes of misery for mercenaries. They don't seem so random. The lobsters. Amazing. The lobsters. Spec Ops. That's good. Okay, the Broken Imperium. And then the Merchant's Bazaar. Whoa. Joshua Marjoram. I recognize that name. I feel like we've seen that before. Take for personality brainwash. Grandma, listen. F is going to need you. She's so tiny. So she's gotten smaller. Oh, God. What are we doing? Getting brainwashed by tube television. What's that doing? I just wanted to change her ideology. I don't know if this is the right button. Oh, no. What have I done? TV is playing creepy numbers. I don't like that. Oh, God. Brainwash complete. Their entire personality has been randomly re-rolled. That's not what I wanted. What have I done? Oh, my God. It's changed all of her stats. What the fuck? I didn't know that would happen. I'm doomed. Maybe today is the day I die. Ah, shit. What have we done? Doomed. Brag site is doomed. Oh, that's no good. That's terrible. Overly generous. Trade price improvement is lower. Conversion and negotiations high. She's an environmentalist. Healthful land should be preserved. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that works well with all the other stuff you've got going on. And she's got steady hands. Make her watch TV, and now she's got death fantasies. What was it? The last season of Game of Thrones. Okay, so we've learned the lesson here. For prisoners, it will change their resistances, bring you into the faction, whatever. For your own people, you scramble their brains. Why don't we celebrate by opening a high-value loot box and getting a rifle? Okay. The Chicken Book. I'm not sure I'm into this series anymore. What the fuck? Cluck Cosmic Egg, do not crack, beacon verse, nest the end error. The effects of the book are unknown, though it's clear it can only be read once. Okay, and then we've got advanced tips for thriving in the boreal forest. I'm not even sure there are any on the planet. Writings of the Eldritch Cult Hierarchy. Rudy will get 2 charges of the convertibility. Oh, that is very useful. I could give it to F. And this is a great situation for it because we can't set up ideology rolls because we're not the dominant ideology in the colony right now. It's whatever the hell this is. Read that, you convert brain damage grandma. You know what I'd really like, though? A rifle. I don't know if you've... Stalic apparel, skin hardening, cataphractal. Okay. You know what I'd really like? It's like any old little... Archotech Codex. Oh, it's just a load of these bloody books again. Discover 2 new map locations. I'm not even sure we can get off this map. Hold on a second. A book that gives you fire abilities and a... What was the other one? This one here. Oh, fantastic. A meager amount of recreation. It would basically disintegrate. Oh, that's fine. I thought it was a lot worse. The Weasel files over here. Half of it being redacted. George, would you like to open another box? Because we've got 12 hours before some people find us here. Some salvagers. Like, what are you doing? Gathering mana core. That's fallen out of a rhino. Oh, God. They're all starving to death. Oh, and they count as rank A. Okay, you kill them. You kill deadly creatures, you get a mana core. What does that do? That gives you steady blue light hums softly, valued by traders and collectors of magical artifacts. Does it give you more skill points or something? Maybe we craft it into stuff. F is going to be fine. He's over the malaria at this point. Thank God we start with all this medicine. Let's just crack these open. I think it's time we get a little bit of randomness going here, because so far it's been... perfectly sensible. Jump packs are all great. We've got all the tech prints for cataphract armor. Good news. If we survive long enough, that could be good. Oh, please stop with the tech prints. This is not fair. Oh, there. Oh, it's more freaking books. The lusty sword made. More tech prints. Ultra tech bionic. No. No. What's with all the... Okay, we got one... Is this one last... Oh, we got 2 more loot boxes. We've got 2 more attempts here. It's all books. It's all bugs. I wonder if it's because they started in the scenario. Oh my god. Maybe because they were in the scenario, we had some tech print ones and some book ones. Oh, this is a disaster. Treatise of Stainless Steel. What does that do? Unlock stainless steel as a material. Oh, hold on, that one's actually huge. Anything created out of steel by the reader will be made of stainless steel, which has better qualities and is non-flammable. What a nice random buff to get there. Oh god, here we go. Yes, the raiders can... Who is that? Who are you? Ernesto's Asteroids. The pirate faction is led by tiny little fox in armor. Okay, and that's the guy attacking us. Is somebody called Toots. I can't click on them. Why can't I click on Toots? Have you... What the fuck? I can tell them to hit Toots, so we should be fine. How odd. I mean, if the enemies can't get to us, they'll just turn up in drop pods. Oh, why am I drafting up? That's going to take them hours to get over here. F is purely just here as backup. Bruh is there to get shot. And then George is going to go in with the plasteel claws and rip him apart. Ready? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Take full... You just do that mid-combat, can I? Get him. No! You are a fuck. What is it? This guy's just soaking up critical hits. Oh, we killed him. And we were given textiles as our random reward. Great. Textiles that, by the way, we have to walk entirely around the map to get. Or I pull a hole in the mountain and... Actually, that might be a bad idea. I was going to say maybe ruin our defenses, but they've still got to walk through a lot of tar to get there. No, but we could take him alive. Oh my god, they critically hit his piggies. This poor guy. George split Toot's head cleanly. You cut his head clean off with your plasteel claws. That's pretty useful. Thanks, George. What was special about you? Why couldn't we see you? A skulker. It's quite adept at evading detection. Doesn't leave tracks so difficult to spot. Even helps mask the passage of caravans. So is it because of that, then? Is that why I couldn't click on you? That's a cool idea. There you go, George. I know you feel a lot better with a fancy-looking assault rifle. What the hell is even that thing? This has been exactly what I expected. A very, very weird start to the series. We rank every episode on a scale of unlucky to lucky. I'd give today maybe like a 4 out of 10. More unlucky than lucky. We rolled some incredible characters. You know, the guy who's invincible on the outside, but on the inside is very, very vulnerable. The wolfman, who's the ideal patient, is just kind of a cool character to have. F, obviously designed is kind of sick. An undergrounder that loves the beauty of plants is amazing. Big fan of that. I like all these contradictory characters. That's a lot of fun. The base, listen, I think it's more lucky than unlucky. It's unlucky in that we've got no ground for farming. It's unlucky that we've got no room for building whatsoever. But the defenses are unparalleled. Like, we are so safe. The lucky stuff, though, the cool characters, the good base, was from map generation. We had nothing but bad luck after that point. This guy taking 3 critical hits, losing 3 body parts episode 1. Not ideal, especially for the guy who's supposed to take less damage. The loot boxes were shit. I mean, they were... We got nothing but tech prints. I don't know if we're even going to survive long enough to build a research bench. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. 5 cataphract tech prints, though, are worth a fortune. We're already extremely wealthy. We got lucky in some regards. For now, though, I think we wrap it there. Tomorrow, we secure the basement. We start the gene engineering. I try and find a cure for F. I try and find a cure for George. I try and regrow the limbs of Bruh. Next episode, I also want to talk about the win condition. I'll reveal it at the beginning of next episode, which is, as you guessed, an element of randomness to it. And of course, if you want to play along, everything's available down in the description. I took a save when we generated everything at the very beginning when we first got into the vault. So if you want to play along specifically with my seed, my world, my everything, that's going to be available there. Well, I've just wrapped up editing the episode. That was an absolute marathon animation. That's probably the longest I've ever done and will most likely ever do, because that damn near killed me. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed the premise, obviously inspired by the original loot box series we did many years ago. One of my personal favorites in the random stuff is always... It's always massively fun because it's something that I just simply can't control, and it's always a refreshing time to see what happens every day. Thank you, of course, for joining me. Big shout out to Tenuous Bloom. Happy birthday. Thank you for the very kind message over on Patreon. Hope you had a fantastic day. And a big thank you, of course, to all of you executive producer tier patrons making the series possible and giving me the time that this is taken. It's currently 9:55 a.m. I've yet to sleep. That was many hours. So thank you. It's much appreciated. Don't forget, second channel is Terraria going right now, playing some ridiculous mod pack where I don't recognize almost anything, but it's a lot of fun and very well built. And then in the Elise and Sam channel, we're doing a playthrough of Skyrim. Elise has never played that before, so it's super interesting just to see, purely from an anthropological perspective, someone playing through such an iconic game, even if Skyrim's a bit tired. It's certainly given me a fresh pair of eyes on it, so that's always fascinating. Thank you to Neffine, Hierophant, Zach Bishop, Lithobreaker, Scapegoat, and Mouse, I Am Druids, Sweetsea, Facunda Vasquez, Vincent Van Giel, Meow, Overconfidently Incorrect Person, Stochastic Sanity, Azamemnon Zion, Zombra, Jakeyfish, Redoxo, Malaki, Sejuk 1986, Hrauga, Sideshow C, Adapper Dragon, Carsilla, Hobo, Billy, Joel, and Zia Texas for their support. The executive producer is over on Patreon. Thank you for joining me again. Apologies about the delay, but this one was a bit of a marathon session. To be fair, it wasn't that badly delayed if you don't include Sunday. What was that, like 4 days? That's not bad. That's pretty normal. Thank you as well to Taff, Glyph, Peshwari Moore, Baconomic, Cindersind, Zapdos, Offensively Canadian, Lord Never, William Steinbrink, November, Hedger, Eights, Mithridates, Technomenzere, and Sarah Val as well. And I'll see you tomorrow after I've had a little nap.